Good show, folks. Now,
who was the best, me or Riley or
all of you were fantastic. Now,
is that genuine?
I was in the States in 1972 when George McGovern was up against Tricky Dicky. And
I remember when Dick Adams was running at Braddon, and the Libs ran a candidate whose name was Richard as well. And it's time for a new Dick.
Mate, do you remember in Newcastle the local member was Richard Face?
That's right.
And he didn't like to be called Dick.
No, but he did name his son Richard.
Oh, no.
He was a New South Wales minister, Richard Gaming minister, I think.
Mate, Nauru.
Yes.
I have followed the Twitter account of the Republic of Nauru,
right.
And on the 25th of October they posted pictures of their kids. Here are some of our Nauruan children. To those calling for children to be removed from our country, do you want to remove Nauruan children too, or don't they matter? The fact is all children are safe and have access to all resources. All are equal, irrespective of race. My understanding is the population of Nauru is about 12,000 people, presumably women, children, right. Men. And I often wonder about people who say, "Oh, isn't it terrible, the conditions?" Well, people live there. Yeah. And Manus Island, the population is about 50,000.
Yeah, sure,
so if people are prepared to live there, I'm sort of saying, well, so be it kind of thing. I know it's not ideal.
The best thing, Bill, I think is, sunlight's the best disinfectant. Let's see it. Let's see how they live. Let the media in. Don't, stop knocking back our applications for visas. Let us in. Let's have a look at it.
You do want to go that way?
I'm
heading home.
Right,
mate, I started work at the tax office in 1984. Up until I started at the tax office, I had a couple of rental properties in Newcastle. Never made any money out of it because I was always buying when I should have been selling and vice versa. But I didn't think it was fair in the pre-capital gains tax era that people could claim losses on their rental properties and then get a tax-free capital gain. So I didn't claim my losses until I started at the tax office and I saw what went on, and I thought, okay, I'm an idiot. But, I thought the capital gains tax kind of levelled the playing field as far as negative gearing was concerned. No, not completely, especially when they put the discounted capital gains situation in, which I disagreed with. But, I don't think it's, overtly improper. Now, one final thing. Julia Gillard was feted at court at the in Canberra.
The idea of the Royal Commission.
I'm one of these people who holds grudges, and back in 2012, it was published that when Gillard was under a cloud in relation to the AWU scandal, it says that the firm, she left the firm in circumstances where the relationship with the equity partnership group had become fractured and trust and confidence evaporated. Now, I've never been a big fan of ambulance chasing lawyers, and if the ambulance chasing lawyers couldn't trust Julia, I'm happy not to trust her as well. Mate, good on you.
See you, Bill.
See you. Bye. Thank you very much to the guys for being prepared to have a chat. This is my campaign button from the election in 1972 between Tricky Dicky and George McGovern. I was in Washington at the time, and it was difficult times. Nixon and Kissinger were trying to get the Americans out of Vietnam, which they ended up doing, and of course the communists ended up taking over, and here we are 40 years later, and Vietnam apparently is a lovely place to visit. I must get there sometime, but I have an eye to history in a lot of things. Bill Thompson for Outside Insiders.